Coming up on 12 News Weekend Edition, the first event to kick off the West Virginia Italian Heritage Festival took place today. Plus, the Lewis County Park partnered with the Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility to host a doggy dip event.
Fog builds in overnight with partly cloudy skies and hotter temperatures tomorrow. Details coming up as 12 News Weekend Edition starts now.
Working for West Virginia, the area's most watched news. 12 News Weekend Edition starts now.
Hello and welcome into 12 News Weekend Edition. I'm Riley Holsinger. It was certainly a beautiful Saturday afternoon weather-wise. Let's take a look at your first forecast as meteorologist Josh Redwine is standing by in the Storm Tracker 12 Weather Lab with more.
Thanks, Riley. As we take a look out at our Premier Bodyworks weather eye across Fairmont, absolutely gorgeous conditions, mostly sunny skies, a few clouds passing by, but it's making for a beautiful day across the region. Taking a look at our temperatures, 85 in Clarksburg, 83 in Fairmont there, 70 over towards Davis, 78 in Webster Springs, 85 in Ellenboro, and 84 in Weston. As we continue taking a look over the next 12 hours, we see those temperatures dipping down into the 60s overnight with some fog building in into the early morning hours. So make sure you are taking that into account if you are heading out the door tonight or early tomorrow morning. Just give yourself a little bit of extra time on those roadways. Taking a look at the next 3 days, temperatures in the 90s for Sunday and Monday, mostly sunny conditions there. But then as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll have some more active weather pushing back into the region with us with a slight cool down to round out the week. But I'll have a full look at that forecast coming up in a little bit. Riley?
Thank you, Josh. The first event to kick off the West Virginia Italian Heritage Festival took place today. The WVIHF Bocce Ball Tournament rolled its way into Ferguson Memorial Park starting at 9 this morning. This double elimination tournament featured 9 teams that were made up of 4 players per team. It was $25 to participate as a player, and food and drinks were provided during the day. There was also a 50-50 raffle that players could also take part in.
Well, this is heritage. I mean, this is what they did for years, and this was their pastime. This was their fun time, you know. So this is something that a tradition that we get to carry on for the, you know, for the elderly, for the older, for the young. I mean, it's a great tradition for the Italian heritage.
First place teams were awarded with trophies and will be featured in the festival parade. Second and first place teams also shared some of the prize money. Well, who let the dogs out in Lewis County? The Lewis County Park partnered with the Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility to host a doggy dip event between 12 and 4 at the pool today. At $6 per dog, all the proceeds went towards items that the Animal Control Facility needs to help the animals in their possession. As long as the dogs were above the age of 4 months old and had proof of their rabies vaccination, they were permitted to swim.
Watching them run around and play with each other. And my mom's dog, Holly, she's antisocial most of the time, and she's having a ball. She's meeting friends, she's swimming, she's out and about. It's important to get everybody involved, get everybody together to see, you know, how just dog lovers together is a good thing in general. And then we can bring animal awareness to the shelter as well at the same time.
This is the second annual Doggy Dip fundraiser that has been held at the pool. Donations that are still needed include bleach wipes, paper towels, leashes, collars, as well as cat and dog food. Football isn't the only sport starting back up this season. The Charles Point Cross Country Invitational was held outside of the Bridge Sports Complex starting at 9 in the morning today. There were a total of 25 teams competing, in which 13 of them were high school and 12 of them were middle school teams. The high school teams run a 5K while the middle school teams run a 3K, which is standard for both of the age groups.
It's nice to have home events, you know, that we do in football and soccer and basketball and every other sport. So cross country is a little tougher because you need so much space and you need a dedicated course. So it's just great to be able to have some events at home. In the future, we'd like to have the Big Ten Conference, maybe the regional. We did in the past up here. We'd had the Big Ten and the conference meet. We even had the MEC college meet here several times. So as this progresses through the future, we hope to expand and have more and more events up here.
East Fairmont Middle School took home first place for the girls, and Taylor County Middle School took home first place for the boys. As for the high school level, Doddridge County High took the girls to a first place victory, and East Fairmont brought home the gold for the Bees.
And now it's time for the 12 Sports Zone, brought to you by Toyota.
Well, it was a busy night last night filled with high school football, but the focus today was around the beautiful game. The Robert C. Byrd girls hosted Wheeling Central Catholic, and the Maroon Knights jumped out first, but the Flying Eagles kept the pressure up, trailing 1-0 at halftime. Then in the 51st minute, the breakthrough finally came. Gabriella Hill sends it down line for Ava Starkey, who plays it off on one touch to Olivia Lowther, and she slots it into the bottom left corner for the equalizer. But the Eagles weren't done yet. Now you're going to see Lowther delivering the corner kick just 3 minutes later, and chaos in front of the goal allows Hannah Burnett to get a foot on the ball and put it in for the lead 2-1. Byrd added a third goal shortly after and then closed it out in the final moments. Under 3 minutes to play, Brooklyn Washington to Haley Williams. One touch through for Carly Kuratz, and she beats the keeper with the sweet hesitation move to seal the deal. RCB comes out on top in this one, 4-1. Now to East West Stadium, where Fairmont Senior boys scored 11 seconds into this game against Frankfort, but that was not all. You can't give that much space to Kalen Armstrong as he feeds it through to Grant Broadhurst, who runs onto it and finishes it for an early 2-goal advantage. Next up in the 53rd minute, we jump ahead, and Nate Flower is going to lay this one off down the line, and it's going to find its way back towards the middle of the field. Cam Peschel with some space, and he rifles it into the corner to make it a 3-0 game in favor of the Polar Bears. They added one more in the first here, as it's a sweet move from Armstrong to split two defenders with the ball at his feet, and he plays a perfect pass to Broadhurst, who finishes for a 4-0 halftime lead for Fairmont Senior. The Polar Bears cap it off in the second half. A free kick from Armstrong delivered, and Brody McMullen finishes at the back post to close out a 5-0 win for the Polar Bears. And now looking back at those Friday night lights, don't forget to cast your vote for our Go Mart Catch and Coverage of the Week by noon on Monday. We've got 3 Catch of the Week candidates this week with Fairmont Senior's Jaden Chiriza, North Marion's Harley Sickles, and Grafton's Tristan Floyd. Chiriza hauled in that leaping grab over the middle in the Polar Bears' 42-6 win over Lewis County Friday night. And then you're going to see Sickles here. He pulls in the sweet one-handed grab in a 40-19 Huskies win over East Fairmont. Again, talked about it last night. Sickles, known for his basketball abilities, he hauls that one in pretty sweet. Get another look at it on the slow motion. And then finally, the Coal Bowl returned in Philippi, and it was Floyd who pulled that one in traffic for the 52-7 loss, unfortunately, there for Grafton. Finally, our Coverage of the Week nominees, a couple of interceptions this week. First, at East West Stadium, Owen Accord off the tip drill for the first interception out of 3 turnovers in the first half for Lewis County. And then here, Riley Curran makes the leaping grab on the interception at South Harrison, holds on through the big hit to get the ball back for the Bulldogs. Once again, don't forget to vote for your picks for our Go Mart Catch and Coverage of the Week by noon on Monday. We'll reveal the winner during 12 News at 6 Monday evening. And we're just a few days away from the Backyard Brawl. For today's Mountaineer Minute, Angelica Trenone breaks down some of that rivalry.
It's been 11 long years, but in just 5 days, the Backyard Brawl, one of college football's all-time rivalries, makes its return. There's been joy, there's been chaos, and there's certainly been pain. But finally, there will be a resurgence. Some of WVU football's greatest players cemented their legacy with Backyard Brawl performances, and now the next generation of Mountaineers have that same opportunity on September 1st. In Golden Blue Nation's upcoming documentary, we talked to some of those WVU legends about what this rivalry truly means. One of those guys, quarterback Pat White, still feels the sting of a certain game 15 years later. He shares one of his Backyard Brawl memories.
Despite coming out on the opposite end of a ridiculous loss to ESP, we grew. We became closer. And not only that, Bill Stewart got an opportunity to become the head coach of the Mountaineers and did a marvelous job. So for me, tough loss. Have yet to watch the game. We grew. We're thankful for it, despite and regardless. That's my memories.
The Brawl, Memories from a Bitter Rivalry, makes its debut on our Golden Blue Nation digital platforms on Sunday at 7 p.m. That's the latest on the Mountaineers here in Morgantown. I'm Angelica Ternone.
Now, the area's most accurate forecast. Storm Tracker 12 weather, powered by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, the official cleaning and restoration company of the West Virginia Mountaineers.
Good Saturday evening, North Central West Virginia. Taking a look out at our Weimar Automotive Group weather eye across Morgantown. Absolutely beautiful conditions, mostly sunny skies, a few clouds passing through, but it's been an absolutely gorgeous day here across the Mountain State. 83 degrees in Morgantown, 85 in Clarksburg, 82 over towards Elkin, 73 in Oakland, 82 in Ellenboro, and then 83 in Glenville, as well as Weston there. As we continue taking a look at our muggy meter, we are at a 65 for our dew point across the region, so it is feeling a bit muggy and sticky on the skin, so make sure you are taking that into account whenever you're heading out the door. Grab that water bottle as well, but make sure you do get out and enjoy this sunshine while we have it. As we take a look over the next 12 hours, mostly clear conditions into the overnight hours, midnight there, 67 degrees. As we head into the morning hours, fog's going to build in for us, so if you are heading out tomorrow, have an early morning commute, give yourself a little bit of extra time on those roadways, as that fog is going to be a bit dense and can inhibit that visibility. 63 degrees there by 6 a.m. As we take a look at the day tomorrow, 91 for a high across the lowlands there, 77 for our higher elevations. Mostly cloudy skies, but we are going to clear things out gradually throughout the day. So make sure you get out, enjoy this while we have it. Plenty of warmth, and with that, and as we take a look at our UV index, we are at an 8 for the day tomorrow, meaning that within 20 minutes of being outdoors, you can burn without that sunscreen on. So make sure you do grab that sunscreen, grab that water bottle before you go out. Make sure you do check that sunscreen, make sure it's not expired, because it does. But just get out, enjoy it. Taking a look at our radar and satellite currently, we have this high pressure system to our north over Canada and New York there. That is what's really keeping us dry through the next couple days. That's going to remain over our region before another low pressure system and cold front pushes in towards the latter part of or the middle of next week rather. Taking a look at our predictor, mostly clear skies as we head overnight tonight, continue pushing this forward. We see a few clouds pushing in for the morning, mostly some fog as well, so make sure you do take that into account once again. As we head into the day tomorrow, maybe a stray shower or two for those higher elevations there, and we'll see a few scattered showers here or there across the region, so nothing too crazy. Excuse me. As we continue taking a look, moving this forward into the overnight hours Monday, clearing things out as well, and that's going to continue for the day for Monday with a stray shower or two. But let's take a look at that 7-day forecast real quick. 91 degrees for a high tomorrow. Heat indices in the middle 90s there. 90 continues into the day for Monday. Plenty of sunshine there with a late shower pushing in Monday evening. As we head into Tuesday, more showers and storms come into play for us, and then we'll start to dry things out as we head into the middle of next week. Temperatures dipping down into the upper 70s to low 80s with plenty of sunshine to round out the week next week.
And those are the words that I love to hear, Josh. I love to see the sunshine in the forecast. I'm about tired of all this rain.
I am sick of it. We are way above average in terms of rain for this month already.
I'm spending a lot of time outside. I need it to be dry.
I'm doing what I can here now. So
I appreciate you going and negotiating for me.
Well, thank you for tuning in to 12 News Weekend Edition's webcast.
Be sure to check us out later tonight at 11 p.m. with more news, weather, and sports around North Central West Virginia.